This your main man, RPG, the rugged prophetic ghost of alien, bedrock nation. We live in this world, we not of this world. This world is not our home. So, if you got questions, I got the answer. Like Allen Iverson. You got questions, I got the answer. And so, recently, somebody asked a question about heaven. So I figured I'd come and I'd get him the answer. You want to know about heaven? First, you got to know a little bit about those asking the question. It seems in our society we have these down low, these men on the down low. And so before you could define something for somebody, you need to get to the root cause or get to the root and make sure you at the same exact root. So these type of questions, somebody who is confused, that's a person who's in Babylon. So first you gotta identify who's asking the question and who wants the answer. For those of y'all who want truth, for those of y'all who want truth, for those of y'all who want to get to the kingdom, we're going to answer the question of heaven. But we also going to answer the question of who's the root of these down low men who ask the question anyway, who have a different definition of heaven. Because these down low men, they define heaven in the embrace of other men. So let's get to the source of where this came from. In Black Greek society, you have Plato and Socrates. They're called philosophers. And these philosophers, they define heaven in the embrace of other men. Plato would be known as, well, first of all, what gives me the right to speak on such matters? Once again, my name is RPG, the rugged prophetic ghost of alien, bedrock nation. We live in this world, we not of this world is not our home. And the two top theologians in the past 500 years in Hebrew and Greek both chose me. Dr. E.E. Rogers, top theologian in Greek biblical languages, was not only my teacher, but he chose and anointed me as the ambassador, as the one to carry the torch for the next 500 years. And Dr. Milan San did the same thing in Hebrew. So when it comes to Black Hebrew Israelites, and when it comes to Black Greeks, there is no higher source than RPG, based off the two top theologians in the past 500 years in Greek and Hebrew. So, when you got individuals claiming that they're king of New York, and then they write a song called Heaven, and in the song called Heaven, they call men other men that they worship, God, and they receive worship from other men as God. They get it straight from the black Greeks and the black Romans, down low men who would take brides just to be fruitful and multiply. But in the embrace of other men, they called it God. We don't share the same definitions. But in their tradition, the down low black Greek male, the word thought, it's really the Egyptian god Thoth. Thought. And the word gay comes from the Greek goddess Gaia. And just like in Rome, when they went to the Olympic Games, men received worship as goddesses during the Olympic Games. And the same thing goes for black Greek men that worship Gaia or gay. They receive worship as women. This is where the origin of down low black Greek men and black Hebrew Israelite men come from. Gaia is their goddess. Gaia or gay. The gay Ma'at Z Thot. Gay Ma'at Z Thot is the primordial Greek goddess of the earth, revered as the universal mother and the personification of the planet, emerging from the world of chaos. So Gaia or gay Thot, the gay Ma'at Z Thot. Gay Ma'at Z Thot is the primordial Greek goddess of the earth and the personification of the planet, emerging from the void of chaos. So Mystery Babylon, the mother of harlots. In Greece, she's the gay Ma'at Z Thot. Gay Ma'at Z Thot. So, you got a group of individuals running around here telling you that and calling women the earth. Down low men who receive worship as women is gay Ma'at Z Thot. The only people who believe that women are connected to the earth are these black Greek men and black Babylonian men and black Egyptian pharaohs and black Romans who worship goddesses, and they receive their men, they're born men, but they receive worship as women when they worship the goddess. We, on the other hand, we created in the image of God. So the image that God gave us, we never want to change our sex. We never want to receive worship as something other than the image that God gave us. If God is God and He created us in His image, we are the prototype of God. We are God's ambassadors, God's sons and daughters of God, God's offspring. And if we change out of God's image, we are no longer God's children. So, now that we laid that foundation, let me paint the picture and show you and answer the question of what heaven is. We've invested in that educational pipeline that the young people at Crenshaw asked us to create. We created educational endowment funds with institutions all around the country. And we created our digital currency, and we put endowment funds at the educational institutions that will then put the skills in any young people that we send to the institution, the same skills that Nipsey Hussle went and got. Because that's the solution. That's the way out. Invest in an asset and then just own it. If you're going to drop out and do what Nip did. He took a course in engineering and he learned how to engineer his own music. Then he was writing his own rhymes and he was going in there engineering his own music. And by default, him and his big brother was the CEO, so they was owning everything. Invest in the asset and just own it. So, in honor of Nip, Full Sail University has a LA Film School. LA Film School is out there. We put $500 billion endowment fund at Full Sail University on the East Coast in Orlando, Florida. And we're going to put a matching $500 billion in Havilah Hollow coins in LA Film School in honor of Nipsey Hussle's life, so that Black Sam, anything that Marathon wants to do, if you make sure that the other young shorties that are where Nipsey Hussle was when he dropped out, if you make sure, if you willing to participate in One Love iIMGi Hip Hop Symphony and become an on-ramp for the shorties in the neighborhood to be able to get out of the gang life, to get out of the drug trade, to get out of crime and violence, the same way the Nip did, enterprise, investing in itself, an asset. And if you will become a resource towards our resources that we putting in all of these neighborhoods, and if you will guarantee that any shorty that was asking us to give them the solution, get the solution that we've created. I don't care if it's in Compton, if it's in LA, if it's in Watts. I don't care where it is, wherever Marathon Burger is, wherever Marathon anything is. If you make sure that the young people in that neighborhood get access to the resources that we put in that LA Film School and in all of their neighborhoods, because we put in a studio for the kids in every last one of these neighborhoods. And if you will work with us and ensure that that happens, you could tell Jay-Z to get out your pocket, Gilly, Spider Lope, Nas, Dr. Dre, Snoop, any and everybody, Lawyer Cohen, Rick Rubin, you could tell Atlantic, you could tell BMG, you could tell Sony, you could tell all of them. $500 billion endowment fund in the name of Nipsey Hussle, in the name of Marathon, in the name of your loved one. $500 billion for you to do whatever it is you want to do, continue to do in his name and his honor and his legacy, where can't nobody tell you nothing, where can't nobody take nothing from his kids, where can't nobody take nothing from Lauren. For the rest of their life, they good for everlasting life. His sister, you, his mama, his granny, and to Spider Loke the Rat and Craig Ronald Morgan the Rat and all of the clowns around me, including Jay-Z and Nas. Y'all all gonna pay. Nip is the last life y'all ever gonna take. And y'all gonna pay for every life that y'all ever took. Y'all gonna pay for every trap that y'all continue to perpetuate. "2026 is a year of atonement." Atonement is you pay for the wages of sin. That's the biblical definition of atonement. Payday for the wages of sin.
Business school built for today's workforce. Learn more at wgu.edu/business.
So here go.
Concerts are pretty much performance art, with the venues change. And just by nature of the venues, the performance change, right? If you're in a smaller venue, it's a bit more intimate. So you get feel the energy of the people.
So this is
straight from work. In a concert, especially a large concert, all that energy comes to you. Like, what do you do with that energy? So today it's kind of an exchange. You have somewhere to drop it back off.
So this is what they call new age. This is what they call new age movement, where they try and take occult practices and they call it art. It's called new age movement, where they erasing the old definitions of witchcraft, magic, voodoo, Satanism. They erase those terms and now they call everything art. Oh, I'm doing art. So who is the hooker? Who is the hooker that he did the song with? Who's the hooker? Do y'all see her? Once again, the New Age movement erases terms like Satanism, witchcraft, and they call everything performance art. So they take a spin on an old spell and an old ritual, and they'll do it in an elaborate form, an elaborate place. Same spell, same ritual, but they call it art now. It's called New Age movement. It's called the New Age movement. Once again, it's simply a way to get individuals in our community who would never, ever, ever touch that garbage, to get them to accept something that they would never accept by taking a public figure and them saying, yo, we doing art over here. That ain't art, homie.
Who is Maria Abramovich? Who is Maria Abramovich?
Marina Abramovich, the spirit cooker.
The what? Maria Abramovich. The spirit cooker. The what? Maria Abramovich, the spirit cooker. What's spirit cooking, y'all? Anybody know what spirit cooking is? I don't wanna.